Hi students. So solutions remaining topics. We'll discuss some topics on solutions. So the next topic is mole fraction. So what is a mole fraction? The ratio of number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all the components is called mole fraction. So what is the mole fraction? It is a ratio of number of moles of one component to the moles of all the components is called mole fraction. It is denoted by x. X is a symbol which denotes mole fraction. It is denoted by x. So now how you find mole fraction of a solution, mole fraction of a solute or solvent, mole fraction of a solute. So for example, we have a solution. In a container. So in this, two components are there. A. So we mix number of A moles or number of B moles to the solution. Now total number of moles NT is equal to number of moles of A, number of moles of B. Now number of moles of A, number of moles of B. Now mole fraction of solute or A, the component mole fraction of A is equal to moles of A by NT. So NT means total number of moles in the solution. So that is equal to Na moles of A by moles of A plus moles of B. Similarly, mole fraction of B, the next component, mole fraction of B is equal to N number of moles of B upon number of moles of total moles of the solution. So this is the mole fraction definition and the mathematical equation. Now total moles of the solution is equal to XA plus XB is equal to 1. For example, XB is equal to 1 minus XA, 1 minus XA. So this is the mole fraction. So it is a ratio. The ratio of number of moles of one component to the total number of all moles of all the components. It is a ratio, so it is denoted by x. So for example, we have a solution, the components are A and B. So for example, we mix number of moles of A, number of moles of B. So now total moles is equal to Na plus Nb. So now we have to find the mole fraction of this component, mole fraction of this component A. So that is equal to number of moles of A by total moles. So that means Na by N plus Nb, Na plus N. So this means total moles. So similarly, so mole fraction of B you can find, so is equal to moles of B plus total moles. So always XA, so number of mole fraction of solute and solvent is equal to 1. We can find mole fraction of B is equal to 1 minus XA, mole fraction of A. So can take one problem to better understand mole fraction concept. Mole fraction concept. So problem. Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Which symbol as C2H6O2, ethylene glycol in a solution containing 20% ethylene glycol, 20% of ethylene glycol by mass. So this is the problem given. So here we have to find the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Here what is given? 20% of ethylene glycol by mass. So first what we have to do here, first we have to assume solution. Answer. Assume we have 100 grams of solution. This is the first statement. We have 100 grams of solution. So in that which contain solution contain 20% means 20 grams of ethylene glycol, C2H6O2, and remaining portion 80 grams of water symbol H2O, already you know. So we have to assume that we have 100 grams of solution which contains 20 grams of ethylene glycol and 80 grams of water. Now what we have to do? So we have to find moles, number of moles of ethylene glycol and number of moles of water. Then only you can find the mole fraction. Now, so before going to that, we have to find the molar mass of the these two components. First, molar component, molar mass. So molar mass, what is the formula for molar mass? Weight of the component, weight of the solute by molar mass. Molar mass is equal to C2 means carbon, how many are there? 2 plus hydrogen 1 into 6 plus oxygen 16 into 2, that means 62 grams. Molar mass of the ethylene glycol. Now molar mass of water is equal to hydrogen 1 into 2 plus 1 into 16, so that means 18 grams. 18 grams. So now moles of ethylene glycol, H6O2 is equal to weight of the solute or weight of the component by molar mass, W by MO. So that is equal to, how much weight is there? 62 grams. Not. So how much weight given? 20 grams. 20 grams by molar mass, how much? It is 60 grams. So what is the answer? 0.32. 0.322 moles. So this is the number of moles of ethylene glycol. Next, moles of water. Moles of water is equal to W by weight by molar mass of the component. Here how much weight given? 80 grams. What is the molar mass of the water? 18 grams. 18 grams. Now what is the answer? 0.444 moles. Okay, so now, so this is the number of moles of ethylene glycol and number of moles of the water. Now we can find mole fraction. So mole fraction is equal to, what is the formula? Moles of component. Here what is the component? C2H6O2 by total moles of the all the components. So that means moles of C2H6O2 plus moles of water. So that is equal to, what is the number of moles of ethylene glycol? 0.322 by 0.322 plus 0.444. So that is equal to 0.982. So this is the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Similarly, we can find the mole fraction of water also. Okay, so this is the problem. So next we will move on to the solubility of the solutions. solubility. What is the meaning of solubility? What is the definition? Solubility means the amount of the maximum amount, the maximum amount, the maximum amount of solute in grams can dissolve in 100 grams of solvent. Solvent we can take as a solvent water. 100 grams of solvent in at particular temperature is called solubility of a solution. Solubility is called solubility. What is the definition of solubility? The maximum amount of solute in grams. The maximum amount of solute in grams can dissolve in 100 grams of solvent at particular temperature is called solubility. Some factors that can be affect on solubility. So first we will discuss about solubility of gases in liquids. Solubility of gases in liquids. Solubility of gases in liquids. So this is very important topic. So some effects that can what are the effects? First one, nature of gas. So already you know, like dissolve like. So what is the meaning of like, dissolve like? So that means polar gas or polar solute can easily dissolve in polar solvents. Similarly, non-polar solute, that means here solute is a gas, solvent is a liquid. So polar solute, non-polar solute can easily dissolve in non-polar solvents. For example, we have one example, that is for example HCl gas easily dissolve in water. So HCl is polar And so how it is possible? For example, HCl. Here 2 poles will be generated. Here hydrogen, oxygen, again hydrogen. So this is the reason. So HCl gas easily dissolve in water. So here, so this is the polar solute and this is the polar solvent. So HCl gas easily dissolve in water. So here nature of gas is also affect the solubility of gases in liquids. Next effect is temperature. You already know, if temperature increases, solubility of a gas decreases. Temperature increases solubility of gases. Gas is decrease. So what is the meaning of this statement is, so for example, gas plus liquid is a solution. It is a exothermic reaction. It is a exothermic reaction. So if you increase the temperature for this reaction, so the bonds will be break, the reaction will be reverse. So in that case, the temperature will also affect the solubility of the gas in liquids.